I shall do it. It shall be done. Very well. As you will believe, it is done. Very well. It shall be loosen you then of all the blood. I shall do it. Don't believe for this. Very well. It is begun. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. It is begun. Very well.
Go down!
Very well. Best be wary, as you say. It is begun. Please do this. I shall do it. As you say. It is begun. Very well. I shall do it. It is begun. Very well. As you say. It is begun. It shall be done.
Quickly, we must fight!
I shall do it. Very well. As you say. Very well. It is begun. I shall do it.
Leading!
It shall be done.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt? A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howe's men. Why would they attack us? You don't think Howe's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him. And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs. Here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk. No! My little Oren! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents? Howe is not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor Fergus. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
Come, let us end this. It's begun. As you say. It's begun. Very well. It's begun for this.
Where is everyone else?
It's begun. It shall be done. As you say. Very well. As you say. Finished.
Oh, dear lad. We must go downstairs. Let's go downstairs and find out what's happening. Can you hear the fighting? Howe's men must be everywhere. Don't be foolish. You would throw your life away? The front gates. That's where your father must be. If Howe's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me? then survive, and visit vengeance upon him.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lord! Here they come!
It has begun. I shall do what shall be done, as you say. Very well. It has begun. I shall do will. Very well.
Die! Beast!
As you say, shall be done. It has begun. Shall be done. As you say, I shall do. As you say, it has begun. Very well. It has begun. Bleed for this. I shall do. It has begun.
Aldous. You will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
Now. Wild creatures ahead.
Right?
Help me! Very well. It's begun.
Everyone else!
Shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. Very well. It is begun. Very well. Shall be done. As you say. I shall do it.
Blast it. We'll have to go around.
More enemies ahead. As you say, shall be done. Very well. It's begun. As you say. I shall do. Shall be done. I shall do. It's begun. Very well.
How are you?
It's begun. Shall be done. I shall do. Very well. Shall be done. Task is finished. It is begun. I shall do as you say. It is begun. Very well. Shall be done. I shall do.
For my aura!
It is begun. Very well. It is begun. As you say. I shall do. It is begun. Shall be done. Think again.
We're getting close to the treasury. Here, darling, take my key. That blade cannot fall into Howe's hands. It should sever his treacherous head.
It is over. Finished. As you say.
I will drive you from our land myself.
Shall be done. As you say. It is begun. It has begun. Our skill has won the day. done. As you said. It has begun. It has begun.
Blast you!
Shall be done. Very well. I shall do it. Shall be done. It has begun. As you said. Very well. Shall be done. Over here. It has begun. Very well. I shall do it.
Oh, the Oh, blast you!
Very well. As you said. It has begun.
We did it!
Very well.
Die, you thief! We must stop them! I will drive them out myself!
Enemies approaching.
Stop!
Very well. Shall be done. Begun. No quarter shall be given. It is begun. As you said. As you said. Very well. It is begun. No?
Go! Man the gates! Keep those bastards out as long as you can! Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Howe's men had gotten through.
They killed Oriana and Oren. I can't believe it. Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, your ladyship. Thank the Maker you two are unharmed. When I realised what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Howe's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly. I've no idea. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
Perhaps he was sent to kill Bryce? Oh dear. Have you seen him?
When I last saw the turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
Shall be done. As you said. Very well. Shall be done. It has begun. As you said. Shall be done. Very well. Shall be done. As you said.
We must get out! They're
We
slaughtering
must get
everyone!
out! They're slaughtering everyone!
I shall do it. It has begun. Very well. As you said. It has begun. I shall do it. As you said. Very well. It has begun. Enemies approaching! Shall be done. Shall be done. Very well. Shall be done. It has begun. I shall do as you said. Very well. Shall be done. Very well. It has begun. I shall do.
Oh, blast you!
Shall be done.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding!
Howe's men found me first. Almost did me in right there. You can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think. Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, pup.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes! Once Howe's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go!
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened. Yes. Vengeance.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the Turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The Turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My younger son helped me get here. Maker be praised.
I am not surprised. I did not wish to leave your father alone.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything!
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
Truthfully, you were always my first choice. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us. We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Howe's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you. Then live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. No.
Gates, we must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Caelan, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met. Your brother has already arrived with High-Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father. Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High-Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word. No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds. Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.